So I'm like, you know what, Marky? You never right. Like, Marky never makes sense. But this time he might be on to some, Cletus, because that's true. She had to do that on purpose. She did that on purpose. And so when I said that, Marky like, ha ha, I'm like, no. You make sense. He like, how? I'm like, cause listen, I told her Virginia was in the bathroom. I'm like, but she ended up straight kissing me. When Virginia came out, she act like she didn't even care. She act like she didn't even care that Virginia had even walked out. She hit her with the oops, like, oh, this yours? Oops, like, my bad. And the way she was like, I still need to use the bathroom. Can I come in my bathroom? The way she said that. So it clicked on me. So I'm like, dang, that makes sense. So Marky like, she was pure jealous. I'm like, he like, but the boyfriend was mad, huh? Because you kissed her. I'm like, he was heated. I didn't kiss her. She kissed me. He was like, that's what makes it so much funny. So he like, so what you gonna do? I'm like, nothing. It's what am I to do? It's nothing to do. What I'm gonna do? Nothing. So he like, what you gonna do with Sydney? I'm like, none. I'm like, I don't even want to deal with her. I don't care. I didn't really care if we talked or not anymore. Like, cause her boyfriend was like bat crazy and I didn't want to be dealing with him, right? So he like, what you gonna do with Virginia? I'm like, hopefully she called me back. He like, Virginia pretty cool. I'm like, yeah, she decent. I'm like, man, I can't believe that happened. He like, so you had a good night? I'm like, it was decent. I'm like, what you do with the Jello shots? He like, oh, they good. I put them up. So Bill, we talk a little bit more. We goes to sleep. I feel like my eyelids, I feel like it just connected. I just went to sleep. All I hear is do. Now here's the deal. My mom always got to make a fashionable statement, all right? The thing is, the door is not closed. The door is not locked. It don't even need to be knocked on. But my mom wanted to be ghetto. She wanted to, my boys like to party all the time. Get on up. Y'all wanted to be grown, get on up. Because your daddy want to go up here and get some coffee at this restaurant. That's over there by the park, right? That's over there by the basketball court. And she like, and Boo Man want bacon and pancakes, so let's go. So you hear Ken like, yeah, I'm getting strawberries on my whipped cream. So he happy, he just bouncing around the place and just happy. So my mom like, figure out who gonna go first in the shower. So Marky like, oh, bro, why she gotta be so loud? I'm like a little speaker box, son. I'm like, what's wrong with you? He like, bro, my head is like something in the back of my head marching. Now, you know, like how when you smoke, your eyes get glossy, red, or low. Now, here's the deal. We smoked on our way there. We didn't smoke on our way back, and we did not smoke in the midst of the party. We just was taking shots. So, Marky like, my head. So now, I never knew if, because we're teenagers, I never knew if liquor shows up like that. But the way Marky was looking, he looked at like death. He looked at like he couldn't come back from it. He looked at dried out. He like, bro, it's like, my hair is like, I just want to go back to sleep. So my mama like, come on, I do not hear the shower running. Let's go. We got to go. We need to go eat and then we getting on these rides. So Marky like, oh, I'm like, what you do with the shots? He like, it's in the closet. So he goes over there, open up the closet door. He got his roper, well, his clothes on top of the shots. So when he move it, the Jello shots now melted. They not Jello-y no more. We teenagers, we do not know that the Jello shots supposed to been in a refrigerator, man. We didn't know that. So he like, oh my God, they melted. I'm like, we got to drink these right now. He like, no, like my head hurting. I'm just thinking about let's get rid of them. So he like, no, my head hurt. So my mom like, if I got to tell y'all to hurry up, y'all gonna go as is. Let's roll. So Marky gets in the shower, right? Boom, he gets in the shower. He comes out. He like, you can go ahead. I'm like, you feeling better? So he like, yeah. He like, but, and I'm like, He like, what? I'm like, did you brush your teeth? He like, no, I'm gonna do it after. I'm like, bro, he smelled like the whole bar. Like, he smelled like liquor straight up. He like, what? I'm like, you smell like liquor. He like, I'm like, yeah. I'm like, you don't smell it? He like, I'm like, you don't smell it? He like, kind of. I'm like, bro, go brush your teeth. So he brushed his teeth. Boom. I gets in the shower, get myself ready. I comes out. So as I'm coming out the bathroom door, my mama like, you, come here. I'm like, first off, her saying, you come here scared me. I'm like, yes. She like, tell whoever, your friends, don't be calling my man's cell phone. All I heard was bzz, 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 bzz. I couldn't get no sleep. That's all I heard. His phone don't even ring like that. It's vibrating. Like if it's a death emergency, whoever calling, tell them to stop it. You'll call them. They don't need to call you. That's my man's phone. I don't want to be cussing him out for free. So my mom is popping off. She say, it's 12 missed calls. Now all of a sudden in the back of my head, I'm like, who could it been? It could have been Sydney and it could have been Virginia. It's only could be those two. So I'm like, I'm sorry, Mom. She like, yeah, when you see them, tell them don't call this line no more. I'm going to cuss them out. The good cussing words at that. So she said, come on, let's go. She pulled her drink. We all shoot. So Caleb happy. He in the car. My dad's talking. We pull up. We get in the parking lot, right? Now, Caleb like, I can't wait to get my whipped cream, strawberries, and pancakes. Like, he just going on and on. We gets inside. They seats us at a booth area. My mom didn't like the booth area. My mom wanted a table. So they put us at a table, but it had 5 chairs, but it's only 4 of us. Now, this is a type of restaurant that servers do not come up to you and say, well, waitresses, they don't come up to you and say, hey, what you're having for today? You go in line and you proceed to grab your stuff, right? So boom, we goes in line. We start grabbing our stuff. So now you got bacon, eggs, sausage, you know, rice, grits, et cetera. You got fruit. You got all type of stuff, right? Going down the line, right? And then you got this person, a person right there standing. And they are actually making like pancakes and waffles upon request, right? So Caleb gets up there and he say, I want chocolate chip pancakes. The dude make them chocolate chip pancakes. We walk off. Everybody got what they want. We at the table. We eat, we ha-ha, we laughing. My mom really didn't eat, but we having a good time at the table. So all of a sudden we see somebody pull the other chair, the empty chair out, and they sit down in it and just smirk. So we look, when we look, it's Sydney's boyfriend. So I couldn't believe my eyes almost. So Marky like, look at me and I look at him. So my mom like, may we help you? You at the wrong table, love. So he like, no, I'm at the right table. She like, no, you're not. We don't know you. He like, oh, I know them. We play basketball together. So she like, y'all know? I'm like, no, I don't know. He like, come on, y'all was at the party. So my mom like, okay. I'm like, well, Mom, this is the person that like to bully us. She say, bully? I'm like, yeah. He like, I don't bully y'all. So my mom say, bully who? Bully y'all? I'm like, yeah, him and his friends. He like, oh, come on. He like, no, he like, I just want to eat with you guys. My mom say, I'm going to ask you nicely, okay? Just because I don't know you. Get up from this table and go where you belong because you don't belong in that seat right there. He like, okay. It's like, I just wanted to say hi to my friends. He get up. And as he walking past Marky, he placed his hand right there. Marky like, don't touch me. My mama said, because I'm telling you, I'm finna tear this place up right now. My mom's starting to get a little loud. So people kind of looking and he walked off. He like, all right. Now that was a bold move. So my dad like, my mama say, why problems always follow y'all? Every time I look around, y'all can't never have a good time. I'm starting to think y'all creating these problems. My mama snapping. Y'all creating these problems. I'm like, no, Ma, like, he's been bullying us since the tournament and this and that. He just mad. Well, I'm giving her the script. She like, I don't care. Everywhere we go, it's always a problem. So my mom like, I'm going to go up there and ask them, where's the bill? So my dad like, no. He like, calm down. He like, I got it. Now, my dad trying to keep my mom in the seat. So she ain't got to walk up there and probably start no beef with this boy. So when my dad walks back, my mom steady talking to us, right? So Boo Man just sitting there. He like, ooh, y'all in trouble? So the dude, he comes back, right? Sydney boyfriend come back. He like, hey, y'all want to play basketball later? And so my mama said, no, they can't play. They can't play basketball, tennis, volleyball. They can't play with you. Now, I'm going to ask you kindly one more time to back away from over here out of my area, okay? Because I'm going to turn this place up and I'll flip it. So my mama started getting loud in there. So people now stop eating. He like, wait, calm down. He like, who is this? She's your sister? She's a hottie. My mama said, you want to find out what a hottie is? Who is your mom? Where's where's your mom at? So my mom is getting crazy. She like, I put my hands on kids. I don't got a problem with it. She like, you can bully them, but you ain't gonna bully them in front of me, right? So my mama getting buff, right? So all of a sudden, his mom comes over there. She like, hey, what's going on? She like, is this your kid? She like, yes. She say, he's bullying my kid. She like, bully never. My mom like, never. Yes, they are. They are. And I'm asking you, can you tell them to stay away from my kids, him and the friends, okay? Because my kids done just told me. So she like, calm down. I don't think that he would do that. She say, honey, I'm telling you that he is. He coming over here sitting at our seat trying to bully them or make them feel this low. I can go lower. So my mama get line and the manager comes, my dad comes. So the manager like, hey, what's going on? My mama say nothing, trying not to tear this place up. So they like looking at my mom like she's crazy. They looking like, yo, this lady is crazy. So my mama like, Caleb, let's go. You first. Well, come on, let's go. Because I'm telling you, come on, let's go, Rody Dody. Let's go, Marky. So we walking the first. She's like, because I'm telling you, let them follow us out here. We're going to have a party. She cussing. We're going to have a party right in the parking lot. My mom is popping off. She's cussing, yelling, right? Everybody is just looking at her like if they hypnotized. Boom, we gets out. So my dad like, hey, man, she like, I need to smoke. She like, you know what? You have any problems, you come to me. And guess what? You going to go to that park and you going to play ball and I'm going to come to you. So my mom on it. We go on here, we pull off, we get into where the ride's at. We enjoy the rides. So my mom put me in the side. She asked me what happened. I get a chance to tell her everything from detail. Boom. So my dad, like, he see me. He like, hey, somebody just called. And so I'm like, oh. Call the number back. It's Sydney. I'm like, hey. She like, hey, I'm at the park. She like, can you come over here? I'm like, oh, I'm at Universal Studios. She like, well, can I see you? I'm like, when we leave from here. She like, okay, well, I'm gonna go home. Just call me and let me know. I'm like, hey, question. Did you call yesterday night? She like, no, I didn't call. This is my first time calling. That let me know it was Virginia. So the whole time on my mind, I got Virginia on my mind. So boom, I got my dad found. So my mom like, found now. I'm like, but mom, wait on a... She like, we on a vacation. You don't need to be on the phone. So boom, I get my mama the phone. Now, we continue to keep enjoying it. Now it's time for us to go. We go back to our resort. My mom is chilling on the balcony. So I'm like, Mom, can I go to the court and play ball? She was like, if you know how to handle yourself. She like, take your brothers. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, Caleb, come on, put your stuff on. Marky, come on. So we go down there, we walk, right? So Marky like, yo, if we find her, we running up straight, doing it in front of mom. I'm like, all right, cool. So boom, we gets there. I straight up like, man, where she at? Now I don't have dad's phone. So boom, I go straight over there like, hey, I'm looking for the guy that's the guy that owns half of the restaurant and this place, the daughter. I'm like, her name's Sydney. So the girl like, oh, I know who she is. I'm like, can you call her by chance? She like, I don't have her number. I'm sorry. So I'm like, man. I'm like, we're going to have to walk back. He like, why you didn't ask mom for the phone? I'm like, I don't know. So Caleb like, I got my phone. I'm like, let's go to her crib. He like, how we going to get up there? I'm like, yeah, you right. So boom, me and Marky, we end up hooping on the court, playing 2-on-2 with some other people, and Boo Man is in the pool, right, doing his thing. So all of a sudden, you see Sydney walks in. So I double look. I'm like, hey. She like, why you didn't let me know you was here? I came back up here to call you again. I'm like, why you didn't call me off your phone? She was like, no, I can't find it. I'm like, yeah, I've been up here for a while. She was like, can we talk? I'm like, yeah, sure, we could talk. So we go over there on the bleachers area, and we sitting and talking. She like, I'm sorry about what happened at my party. I'm like, no, I'm sorry. I'm like, for everything. She like, he's mad and I don't care. He wants to be with me. I don't want to be with him anymore. She was like, I don't know if you and that girl was going together. I'm like, no, we don't go together, but she would just come with me. She like, so if y'all don't go together, I can kiss you again. I'm like, huh? She like, I can kiss you again. So as she's saying it, she comes up and she started kissing me. So I got my arm around her waist and I'm just like I'm kissing her back, and we just kissing. She holding my hand, we kissing. So all of a sudden, the dude with the broken nose, he come over there, he like, oh, he like, I'm going to go tell.